Yup, absolutely. Drew Titan Bronson on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. This is the Painful Excellence podcast. And, I just had to, sometimes, from day to day, I'm like, what am I going to talk about? And I was listening to a couple of people, literally two people, one male, one female, and they were talking with each other. I'm being nosy in the gym. Mind you, I'm in the gym working, they're in the gym talking. I'm like, why don't they just exchange numbers? But you know what they had in common? They were talking about how bad the dating scene has been for them. And I sat there. Well, I wasn't sitting there. I was on the treadmill, and they were just next to me. And they sat there with their arms folded. The brother, his posture was all off. He was standing like her, but that's another conversation. He was standing like her. And it was like, more like, Shorty was talking to one of her girlfriends. He was in touch with his feminine side, obviously. It was like, oh, I've had such bad dates, and girl, me too, looking ass. And I'm like, whoa. But you know what, though? I did get that vibe from him. There's a song called Liar Liar from Black Flag, led by Henry Rollins. And in that song, he's talking to a girl. And one of the lines is, I'll hide behind a smile and understanding eyes. And I'll tell you things that you already know, just so you can say, I really identify with you so much. In other words, he's beating her in the head. Yeah, you have bad luck dating. So do I. You've been on horrible dates. So have I. You've dated men that are train wrecks. Well, so have I. Oops. No, I've dated women that are train wrecks. That's what he meant to say, because he was just had his hands on his hips. And I'm just saying, my brother, just ask for her phone number and get from in front of me. Well, my mile and a half was done. I got off the treadmill and I left. But I'm looking at them like, yo. They sat there and swapped stories about how bad their dating experiences were. And I'm thinking, who the fuck has that many bad experiences in the past year or two? It's impossible. So tonight, I just want to reiterate something that we should already know. And if you don't know this, you're in that little river in Africa. It's called denial. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. So, I'll try and find something online so I could put up there, and that'll be relevant to what I'm going to talk about, a roundabout. And this picture just came up. I put, and this is weird. I put in black couples, and I hit go search. Right. This was like the third or fourth picture that came up. Now, why would they come up? I'm telling you, man, Google's a motherfucker. I just put in black couples. But not to be outdone, you know what black couples was up there? These two motherfuckers. Will Smith and his bald-headed bitch. You know who was like, wait, I had to scroll down to see who was at the bottom. You know who's at the bottom somewhere? The Obamas. Why weren't they like the friend? This is how they do us. But you know what? This is how we do each other. Sister love is a word. Ancestral rage. Shawa Allah. Salute, sis. Show on the TV. Salute. Ancestral rage. Josh. Real Spill Midwest Boxing. My brother. Salute. Rod Neal. Jason. Salute. Main Event Mark. Ryan Wright. Jeff Spark in the building. Jerome King. Omega Red. Jason Williams. Salute. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Mike the Reaper. What up? Healer. What up, brother? Yeah, we're going to cook on it. Philip D in the building. Salute. Woke. the Village Brother. Salute, man. Let's get it, man. I really didn't want to go in on them, but it pertains to the title of the show. And salute to Queen 71, Mark Wunderlich in the building, David Scott III, salute. Kane the bad guy. Queen just sent me something on Instagram and it blows my mind. And it's enraging. But it incidentally, it pertains to this fucking show. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. Now let me go out on let me just say this, right? Here's my opinion on Dwayne Wade. He's always been a weirdo and a simp. To let this woman come up in here and disturb his feng shui and allow, y'all know what happened. You know what? Fuck them. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. It's disgusting. Anthony Bolton, phenomenal Mexican. Salute. Yeah. Ant 314. Salute. No doubt. Anthony Bolton, my brother. So Queen, I'm just gonna give you a Queen 71. Salute to our sister. She just sent me something on the gram. I just saw it. Right. Listen to this, y'all. And just listen to the title. DC man shot his teenage girlfriend and her siblings, killing one for the food stamps card. Eric H, salute. Y'all heard what I said? I'll read it again. DC man shot his teenage girlfriend and her siblings, killing one for the food stamps card. Now, I'm looking at a picture of this. Let me see something. I'm trying to get a picture of this fool. Okay, of course, he's some nigger with dreads. All right. Of course, he looks like a fucking mark. Look at him. Look at him. Light-skinned nigga with dreads. All right. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but LDBC or nothing. Daniel Mitchell, salute. I'm willing to bet he had a criminal record. Off the bat. I'm willing to bet. Normally when dudes do this, this is not their first go around. It might be their first time them getting caught. Stormy, salute, brother. This piece of trash, this waste of flesh, this dude who I would love to throw in a jail cell with the whitest of white supremacists so they can skin him and use him as a lampshade. This is how much I detest clowns like this. I didn't even listen to the whole thing. I read it and I listened to some of it. You shot your girlfriend over some food stamps? Now here's what I'm going to say. Now here's the unpopular part. This guy's a piece of trash. And I hope he gets everything that's coming to him. Everything except those goddamn food stamps. He doesn't deserve 3 meals in a bed. He don't deserve that. He deserves a concrete floor with roaches, bread with mold, and that's in lieu of them getting rid of him, deleting him. Okay? But here's the flip side. I'm looking at his picture, and I just gotta believe, based off of what he did, because I don't profile. We all know what that's like. For the most part, we're mostly people of color in here. But I'm looking at this fool, and based off of what I'm hearing that he did, I can't believe that this fool didn't show any signs of crazy before that girl got with him. He shot his teenage girlfriend. I need to know who was teaching her how to pick a boyfriend, a man. You're a teenager. What are you doing hanging around with this dude that's gonna plug you and your sibling, killing one? What are you doing? What are you doing exactly? What was that? What was that? What is that? What are you doing? Now this is sad what happened. And I already told y'all how I feel about it. But now let's analyze the potential situation. Are you gonna tell me that this girl was all peaches and cream and then this guy sold her a dream and she accepted him into the life and then he just snapped one day? Or she was in an abusive relationship and she didn't know how to leave? So does a bit of the responsibility of this guy getting this far, does a bit of it fall on her? Because he shot his teenage girlfriend and shot at her siblings, siblings, and killed one. No, I understand, Sona. Sometimes you don't know when people are crazy, but that's not the majority, is what I'm saying. I understand that sometimes you don't. I've dated a couple of chicks in my life. Two stick out, literally two, that were Jekyll and Hyde. They were not the people that I pursued, and then next thing you know, Jekyll and Hyde. One of them, come to find out, they were dead ass bipolar, like they were on medication. I didn't know that. Her fucking sister had. I was trying to tell you. You see what she doing now? Does she do that often? No, but she acting fun. You see these meds? I forgot the name of it. I've been trying to tell you. If she don't take these pills for 3 days, that's what you get. I said, oh, this shit is over. I'm not trying to deal with that. The other chick was just bonkers, and I didn't know that. She had a fucked up living situation. That's another story for another time. But it's not the majority. It's like when they talked about Roe versus Wade, and people were like, what about the grape victims? Yeah, what about them? And it's like, all right, look, all right, they're still working stuff out, but you know what? Grape is like a 1%. I mean, it happens, pregnancies happen from grape and incest and all that other crazy stuff, but it's a small percentage. I'm not going to get into that, but I had that show already. It's not the majority. So, once again, if you go to this young lady, this teenage girl, the first thing I would ask is okay, well, I'm sorry that happened, but I need to know about this guy because we're about to throw the book at him. What was your relationship like? And if she goes on a rant talking about, well, he used to beat me, he used to do this, do that, the obvious question next is, Del Rev, salute. Why'd you stay? Teenager. So she couldn't live alone. Where was her mother? Better question, y'all. Where was her father? What? Goes that F word again. It goes that F word again. I'm just asking because he could be there, but I don't know if any man that is in the direct life in her daughter, of his daughter, would tolerate this little nigga with dreads showing up and showing out. I don't care if he's at the house or not. Listen, man. I know a couple of brothers that weren't allowed to be around their children directly. And when those kids got a little older, they had to do a lot of like underhanded shit to get around their kids. Like meet them after school. Hey, it's me. You good? I just want to know if you good. All right, peace. So they could see their fathers on the block, but not in direct contact, because the baby mamas and went to court and say, well, you know, he's a flight risk and I don't like him. I don't need him around. And okay, you want to deny him visitation, but you ain't deny him that kitty cat. I had brothers had to go to the school with binoculars, and I'm just making sure he or she getting on the bus, and then follow the bus home, just making sure they're getting home because it's rough out here. Yep. And when they get a little older, they walking up on them in high school. Yo, you know, your mom don't want me around, but I'm just, I'm letting you know I'm here. I know 2 brothers that had to do that. I'm here. Keep this meeting between us. Keep it between us. Don't tell your mama, because your mama be wilding. I want to bring one of them on the show so they could tell you so this nigga could tell you what he had to go through. What he had to go through. Either I have him on the show, or I'll have him, because I don't want to share his story without his permission. You know what I'm saying? Had to sneak up on his kids from afar. Watch the bus go home, because they lived in a fucked up part of the Bronx. And then when they got a little older, 18 now. Now it's up to the kid. Yo, where you going? I'm going to see dad. You're going to see your dad? I'm 18, Mom. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to see my father. Got to get to it. Had a secret relationship with their father whole time, showing up to the school. Because my other boy told my other boy how to do it. He said, yo, look, just try this. Yo, you good? Yo, listen, I can't stay. I'm about to go to work. I'm just checking up on you. You hit $5. Go to the ice cream truck. He ain't have enough money for child support, but he was showing up and putting love in the child's hand. By the time that child got to high school, I had a secret relationship with my dad, and I ain't let my crazy ass mother know. Now I'm 18. I don't need no child support. Bought them video games on the low. Where'd you get the game? Oh, I borrowed it from so-and-so. He let me borrow it. She wasn't on top of the game. She didn't know. He's back there. Had no idea. It was his. Father bought it. And never talked down to the mother. Never talked down about her. Oh, your mother's just going through something. But when they got older, look, here's what happened. See these court papers? I was in between jobs. I missed the child support payment. I got locked up. Lost that job, got out. Working off the grid. But every time I saw you after school, I put money in your hand or whatever, told you I loved you. Now I'm telling you what happened. I couldn't get to you. I did what I could, though. That's why I was like, never picked him up and drove anywhere, and no, because he couldn't. Man, I hope they do this. Man, I'm gonna hit him up. I hope they do that show, because it's a story and a half. One of my boys went through it, and he told my other boy, yo, look, this is what I do. You could try it, and it worked out for both of them. Their kids are good and grown now, and guess what? Great relationship with the dads, and they look at their mothers. They have to tell their kids, don't be mad at your mom. It's over now. Y'all are grown. Now they calling him up, yo, mom, da-da-da-da. And he's saying, yo, I knew that bitch was crazy all these years. Time reveals all truth, y'all. Amen. Anyway, it's relevant. Because you know what I told both of them? One of them in particular, I was there when he met her. He said, what you think? She got a fat ass, but she crazy. Later on that year, he knocked her up. Ta-da! And he went through it. He picked her. He picked her. And as much of a headache as she was, with that fat old ass, he knocked her up twice. I said, bro, what are you doing? And whose fault is that? Accountability. He didn't resist. He didn't be like, yo, man, nah, but he said, yo, I know, man. I said, bro, you got to wake up. This bitch done put you in jail already. He done put you in jail already. Bitch done lied on you already. See that? Jerome King says, hey, Drew, did I hear about the security guard who was put on child support and the mother requested no visitation? Bro, there's so many stories like that. Brothers, you got to be careful with your seed. You got to be careful with your seed, man. In this day and age, you can meet someone and it could be cool. You can go somewhere and in mid-stroke, if she feels like, yo, look, I don't want to do this no more, you might want to stop. And I'm going to tell you something else. As crazy as this sounds, try and video it. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Try and video it. You know why? Because you could blast her and it could be the best joint you ever had. If she wake up that morning and says, you know what, this was a mistake. She can go to the precinct and say it was a mistake and now you jammed up. You better have something on video. This dude Drake have these bitches signing consent forms. This is what you got to do now. This feminist movement got people fucked up. I'm telling you, man, it's bad out here. Mike Biggs, salute. Was it the police officer or was it the security? We call it a security guard. I saw the one of the police officer. And shorty, she did everything in the court. She tried to say she was in fear of her life because he was a cop. He says, I went to visit the baby. The police said, nah, we don't need to be here. He says, no, I need you here. Take my gun so I could see the kid. And all he could do was touch the kid's foot. I saw it on lead attorney's channel. It was crazy. Salute to the lead attorney. I said, yo, she was in there lying. And some of you brothers, you got to know, man, keep your composure, man. Don't start screaming. Yeah, it was a police officer, Jerome. It was a police officer on a Zoom meeting. Watched the whole thing. It was crazy. I said, I can't, man. And you can just look at her and tell she was lying. Now, here this man is, a career man, police officer. He wasn't even 30 years old yet. He was like 25. Young black brother, a career, a dangerous one at that. I think they were in Houston. She won. In life, the father of your child is a police officer, well-spoken young man. He was in uniform on there, and she was trying to keep him away from the child. But that was a damn good judge, because while she was trying to talk about she was in fear for her life or something, she tried to paint that picture. She says, "No, I'm trying to do what's good for the child." Not what you feel. Oh, visitation, the baby's teething right now and I don't want the baby. No, it's not what you feel. He's perfectly capable of having custody of the child, shared custody. I got annoyed watching that and I can't fathom going through that shit. There's brothers that go through that every day. Do you know when you go to family court, these women are appointed attorneys? Brothers, you got to come out your pocket for your attorney. You literally have to fight for visitation. I was just watching Lead. What did Lead say? He said, it doesn't even make sense to fight for custody. It costs too goddamn much. You might have some things working in your favor, but if it's not anything like you can prove like she's a drug addict or something like that, you're not going to win. And even if you win, it's going to exhaust you about 6 figures. Now, how are you going to pay an attorney over $100,000 and you only make 60? Our body J Timo in the building. You understand what I'm saying? It's messed up. But if you're dealing with a dude that he's down on child support so bad that he can't get a job on the books because they're gonna grape him with these child support payments, and then you find out that that same dude got multiple children from multiple women. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. I know a guy like that. He got about 3 kids from 2 different girls. I told y'all about the dude that my boy plays ball with. The nigga actually looks like Rick Fox. He's our age. Five baby mamas. He's sleeping with the last 2. And he's about to marry this chick that worked for sanitation. And all of those chicks got him on child support. And as soon as he ties a knot with that chick, that financial responsibility to his seeds become hers. And I don't know if she knows that. Relationships are reflective. Now, the first baby mama, I'll take it. Yeah, you know, he was a nice guy that I didn't know. Fine. You wanna tell me that? Cool. Baby mama number 2, maybe I'll give her some leeway. Oh, well, you know, he said he wasn't like that, and he's in his child's life, and then he got me, and But 3, 4, and 5, I'm not hearing it. You could find out about a person in a 2-minute conversation. If you're single, how are you? Good. It's nice in here. Yeah. What do you do? I work for blah, 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 blah. Yeah, what do you do? Yeah, I'm in between jobs, unemployed. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, all right. All right, you don't want to judge them. Then I'm talking to the sisters now. Yeah, so, are you married? No. Okay. You got children? Yeah. I got 2. Oh. Automatically. 2 kids, never married. 2 kids, never married. Now, I know that that's the goddamn norm. But listen to what I said. Didn't I do a show called Marry Before You Carry? 2 kids, not married. 2 kids, not married. Now, in our community, what's the next question you ask? Same person? I promise you, 28 years ago, you was kind of looked at strange if you was a woman that had a child out of wedlock. You was kind of like looked at crazy, like, until That's Just My Baby Daddy song came out. It made it cool. It made it acceptable by our community. You got a couple kids? Oh, okay. He just told me he was never married. Oh, okay, yeah. So, same woman? No. Automatically, now, sisters, he's loose with his seed. He's loose with his seed. He's in between jobs, unemployed. He has 2 kids from 2 different women, never married. Now, what do you do? I would recommend finish your drink, shake his hand, say, nice meeting you. But reality. Some of y'all women, I'm out of a relationship. I normally don't come out clubbing. I'm out with the girls. I'm in another state. I'm in another country. I'm never going to see him again. I'm on the pill. I'm going to make him wear a hat. He is gorgeous. You only live once. Exactly, bitch. You only live once. But who am I to talk to you? Next thing you know, Rick Fox, Denzel, whoever's digging your guts out. What happens when that counter break? What happens when that one night the patch ain't work or the pill ain't work? And now you're going back home and you're like, I'm late. Damn. Saying. You did that without no goddamn relationship. Stupid. He's stupid. And you're stupid for dealing with stupid. So it's dumb and dumber. Dummies. So now you take that baggage, and now you're out a whole year later with this baby, and your mom, your dad, your friends, or whatever are babysitting. You need a break, and you're back out at the club, or you're back out at the lounge, or you want to get back out on the dating scene, and now you're sitting across from a dude that you kind of like, and then he asks you the same question you asked the motherfucking, Pookie the year prior, the year or two prior. So tell me about yourself. You're employed? Yeah, I work at the office of Neiman and whatever. Okay. You ever been married? No. Got children? Dump. Yeah. Got a son. Already you're a liability. He's gonna sit back with his drink. Already you're a liability. But go ahead. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. You pick to be a single mother. Brothers, when you're not careful with your seed, you pick to be a single father. And the most frustrating thing in the world is when the opposite sex runs around blaming the opposite sex. When you're pointing the finger, there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. The older I got, I started to ask myself, shit, how did I get here? What the fuck did I do? Sometimes it's like, nope, this ain't me. But sometimes it was like, yeah, you know what? Shouldn't have did that. That's that word accountability. Now, normally, like I tell my guys, like my dudes, I'll be like, yo, look, that was stupid. You shouldn't have did that. And normally, a bulk of the brothers will be like, yo, you know what? Right. That night when you told me that she was da-da-da-da, and I didn't listen because she had on that skirt, and I saw the cheeks at the bottom, and damn, man. A whole 5 years, a whole bunch of police calls, and one weekend in the bookings or Rikers Island, wherever he went, now he snaps out of it. My other boy, something similar. He's like, yeah, man, fuck. I thought I could do this, and that. He thought he could change the bitch. Can't do it, dogs. I told him. But every now and again, you get that one dude like, fuck that. I ain't do nothing. She fucked up, man. Why you taking her side? Fuck why I'm taking her side. Why you acting like a girl? What do we call dudes that do that? We call them bitch ass niggas. Man, stop. Stop crying, dude. It's beneath you. Wake up. It's ridiculous. Do better. That's why I've been in more than one. I've been in situations where I'm just listening to, like at my old job, those girls would get together, sit at the table, and they would just start man bashing. And I'm just sitting there with a smile on my face. Oh, Reed, what you laughing at? Y'all? And watch this. Before I had a family, the older fucking women on the job come to work. Oh, girl, you don't know what I went through. Oh, the baby was up. And then, 1 a.m, this motherfucker, 8 Sports Talk, salute. It was like, oh, whoa, what up? This motherfucker always meant baby daddy. And this motherfucker show up at 11 at night. The fuck he want? He definitely wasn't here to see the kids. And he fucking banging on a goddamn door talking about, I know you got some nigga in there. I'm in the bed. You know I gotta get up at 4 in the morning, get here. And I'm like, what in the name of dysfunction? I don't identify with none of that shit. What is that? Mansa Musa, my brother. I don't identify with any of that shit. Oh my God, this nigga this nigga that, this nigga this. This is the dude you let up in you, raw dog. And you spit out a couple of kids. Now it's this nigga. Whatever, man. And I would hear that every Monday after a weekend. This nigga this nigga that. Right? But welcome them with open arms on your birthday and Valentine's Day and holidays. When you only dealt with them when you wanted to deal with them. Then here come the other one. Oh my God. This guy. And then the baby's up and da 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 da. And they look at you and they say, Reed, when you gonna have a family?
Whoa! What?
Let me be clear. Not family. Scratch that. They would ask me, when am I going to be a father? Not when am I going to make a family. Reed, you ain't got no babies? Not that I know about. Boom, boom. Not that I know about. Oh. I said, I don't plan on making any children until I get married. Listen to what I said, y'all. Main Boxer Biker, my brother. I don't plan on making any babies until I am married. They looked at each other and they laughed at me so hard they had tears coming down their face. I said, uh-huh. That's what they all say. I said, yup. Who's they? Your baby daddy? Your baby daddy? Your baby daddy? Your baby daddy? Oh, I'm sorry, Smith, your husband, whom she was cheating all over this nigga. Cause she was fucking some nigga on another squad. True story. True story. And I'm like, this bitch come in here every day and chop niggas' heads off. Like we don't know. Wow. Okay. It wasn't for me to blow her up. I just look, and when you got the upper hand, Frank from the land, salute. When you got the upper hand, you don't have to say anything. Just let it play out. Like I tell y'all with these trolls, I don't have to say shit. I always have the upper hand. Always. I had the upper hand on all of these chicks. It was so simple. Her especially. I did drop a hint to her one day because she was getting a little funky with her mouth. And I forgot what I said to her, but it was a way of me letting her know. Shorty, I know. Shorty, I know. I owe no allegiance to anybody. Not you or him. If you keep getting funky with your mouth, it's lights out. So she eased up. But this day in particular, I'm like, yeah, you know, you always complain about your husband. But unlike your friends, our coworkers, you're the only motherfucker in here married. And you still complaining. It's like these unmarried women, and this is what I said to them, these unmarried women are sharing horror stories with you, but you've won. You have a husband. You have some children. Both of y'all work for the city. You have retirement plans. And you're coming in here with these unmarried heifers with kids. You don't have the same. When you go home, you have a man in the house. You complaining about nothing. And I said, now you, and you, child, 2 children, on bad terms with the baby daddy. And then y'all come in every morning talking shit and then look to me and ask me, when am I having a baby? You didn't ask me if I'm getting married. You didn't ask when I'm gonna make a family. You said a baby. Are y'all wishing me luck in life? Or are y'all wishing me sleepless nights and fucked up mornings like you miserable motherfuckers? What's wrong with y'all? Silence. You know why? Logic reigns supreme. And I said it with a smile. I said, what are y'all wishing on me? What's weird about me wanting to be traditional? Woman, marriage, child. I'll be damned, that's exactly what I did. Because I never subscribed to this dumb shit. Theo Coop in the building. That's right, Kane. They were damn sure wishing fair. Misery loves company. Those bitches came to work miserable every day. Every day, beefing. All of them overweight. All of them eating. Where the fuck do you find hot wings at 5 a.m? The deli on the corner. Why are you eating hot wings in the... Hot wings at 5 a.m.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
Lord, I gotta get into the gym. Reed, you going to the gym? I gotta get to the gym with you. Sure. I'm going directly after work. You know how to get there. Ask me how many of them showed up ever. Who the fuck is eating hot wings and onion rings at 5 a.m? Fuck out of here, man. And the reason why I'm so rough on them is because when I look back at it, yeah, I was saying it with a smile, but I was so tight when I go out into the field. I'm like, yo, I can't believe these dumb bitches. Their dysfunction was so normal to them. And then they look at me and say, yeah, you say that now, but pull-out game is, yeah, I don't know nothing about no pull-out game. I've been careful. But relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. Shorty was in a marriage that I could look at her and tell she was making it a big deal. When it's to the point where, you find a sock on the floor in the bathroom, and that's like the end of the world for you, y'all need therapy if you even want to save your marriage. I ain't get involved in that. But the other 3 heifers, they come to work. Let me tell you what this nigga did. I don't want to fucking hear it, man. I was just like, what I had back then. You wanna know how long ago this was? This was when damn. Bro, you know how long ago this was? Y'all remember the first iPod? The very first one? I had one. This was before the iPhone. The first iPod. I had it. I got it for Christmas. Yep. I'm like, man, Jesus, will these bitches shut the fuck up, man? But you know what kept them afloat? Now watch this. You know who enabled that bullshit? There was about a decade and some change between myself and my coworkers. They were all younger than me. And they would work all week, and then on the RDOs. Yo, Reed, man, we going to the club, man. Let's turn up. Nigga, turn up. I'll take naps. I'm tired. I'm going home. Fuck that. But they were loud and they spoke a lot. And those girls was more my age. But they were intrigued by the young men. They talked the latest street slang and they listened to all the latest whatever song that was on. And they were fascinated by that. They were living their youth through them. And I was looking at those ladies like, yo, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I can't go to a club with them. Now, I have done it because it was somebody's birthday. And somebody was making a lateral move to another job. The general was in the building. Salute. Started to make a lateral move. So he went to another department and we went and we went there to celebrate. But other than that, them motherfuckers went out almost every week. And I wasn't on that type of time. Why? I had a wife at home. I had a big booty wife at home. I'm going home, y'all. I'm good. So ancestral rage, salute. So look, man, there was a lot going on there. I'll say that. There was a lot going on. And all of them were dysfunctional. I didn't judge anybody. I just see shit for what it is and I just keep it pushing. You understand? I see it for what it is. I keep it pushing. But when Facebook came along, Shemaine, what up? When Facebook came along, you follow some people on Facebook when I had an account. And I noticed a lot of the women, how someone puts a blind post on there? Since you don't call, I'm doing me. And it's like, who the fuck is she talking to? Obviously, she's going through it with somebody. It's like, whatever, man. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. Facebook was so corny, man. So corny. But they steadily had problems. I haven't spoken to them in a long time with the ladies because I have no reason to maintain rapport with them. I still talk to the young brothers though. But you can see the dysfunction and I choose not to deal with it. If you're talking to somebody and they always complain about some shit and it's never good news, that shit is fucking draining. It's like, oh God, don't you have anything great to say? What the fuck? I'm having a good day here. And then here you come. Damn. Killing my vibe, man. Get the fuck out. Go smoke a blunt, man. Do something. But get the fuck away from me. Fucking crazy. Queen, there she is. Salute. I was just mentioning that punk ass loser that did that. And my point was, it comes to a point where you have to know who you're dealing with. And that dude's a prick, and I hope he gets the chair. No doubt, sweetie. Melvin, what up? And you have to be a great judge of character, but to point out a character flaw, it doesn't take that much. Look, don't be Inspector Clouseau. Be Sherlock Holmes. Growth, what up, brother? Don't be Inspector Clouseau. Be Sherlock Holmes. But you don't have to be a rocket scientist. We don't have to throw a number behind anything because some of my sisters don't believe in stats, but let's leave stats out of it. Y'all ever wondered why? It'll be one dude and he'll have multiple children from multiple women. There it is. And then you're looking at this dude and you have some good sense. You're like, man, how you got all these kids? I see this joker coming from a mile away. And then you see baby mama 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's like, what the fuck? How did they not see this guy coming a mile away? Queen said the problem is that girl was only 17. They don't have the best judgment. And I said that. And I also asked Queen, where was her parents? Where was the mother? Where was the father? Because I'm going to tell you something. Everyone knows a Pookie or a Ray Ray. And you know what I noticed? I knew a few of them growing up. You know what I noticed? The girls that they didn't get over on, the girls that had a father in the household or some older brothers. It wasn't flying. It wasn't flying. If she had some older brothers or an older uncle or a cousin that was always over, a male, if there was any male influence over there, he couldn't get off on her. And guess what? He even tried. Because he was like, yeah, you know what? I could stick it, but I ain't trying to stick around, and I don't want these niggas come beating on my door. They know what time it is. Because they know we ain't fighting for them. Nah, nigga, you did that. Fuck out of here. Shauna says, because guys like that are expert at lying and manipulation. A man is only an expert at being a liar and a manipulation when he's around a soft-minded person that allows himself to be manipulated. Which is why males are important in the household. You understand? You know, like I'm saying, it's true. He moved in with them. Oh man, I need to know more about that. What the fuck was that? I want to know if there was a dude in the house that said, okay, this little man can move in here. Omega, what up? Growth, I don't know, bro. I don't know. The mother had passed. Who was the head of the household? Holy cow, man. That just sounds like a sick situation. Nobody checked for that kid to be there, because I'm sure if there was an adult there, that wouldn't have happened. Like, yo, what the fuck you doing here? I need to know more about that. Please let me know. Listen, I got a younger sister. You know what she had? She had me. I got an older brother. She got uncles. And guess what? My father. She was up on game. Bullshit. Aunt and grandparents, of course. So when we talk about mentorship, I just said, I knew some ridiculous dudes I grew up with. And the girls that they did not mess with 100% were the girls that had some kind of male presence around them. A father, an uncle, a bunch of cousins on the block. They didn't play games with them. That's a true story. This one girl, her girlfriend had like 5 brothers in the building. They were like her brothers. My nigga E was a notorious dog. He went to her block. They damn near yanked him into the building and patted him down. Yo, where you coming from? Where you from, man? Yo, let me see that hat. Nice hat. Yo, man, you get the hat on the way out. Da, 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 da. And back then, he was like, what, 15? He was like 15, 16. Those dudes was like already in their 20s. They took his fitted and said, you'll get it on the way out. And he said he went upstairs. He couldn't concentrate. He's like, I need my hat back. What's going to happen when I leave? I mean, those dudes was older. When you're 15, talking to a 21-year-old, that's a big jump. And nothing happened. When he left, he was like, yo, we were just playing short. He was playing your head, man. We see you. He ain't never went back there again. But I can tell you right now, his intentions weren't good for that girl. I can tell you that. Because probably him go over there, you're the old man, I got my condoms, I'm trying to smash, I'm trying to fuck her. All right, okay, yeah, good luck. He came back Man, I ain't going on that block no more. What happened? He told us what happened. He was like, shit. How old were they? 20 what? Oh, nah. You got your hat back? He said, yeah, man, but fuck that. Niggas tried to take my coat. He ain't fuck. Alfred, what up? He ain't fuck though. You see that? See that? Now back then, as my boy, I was rooting for him because he was so hyped to go to that girl's house. Went there and saw a bunch of dudes. And nothing happened. Came home safe and everything. But the tone was set. He didn't even want to deal with her no more. See? Yeah, that's a sad story, Queen. That's a sad ass story. Look, didn't I say that? Didn't I say that, y'all? He had a warrant for his arrest in DC for having a gun and shit. They were basically harboring a fugitive. Thank you. See? Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. And that scumbag shot a sibling, and killed one. Had that nigga in the house. Didn't I just say I would ask her those questions? She knew he was crazy. She knew he was crazy. That's the other side. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, growth. That part. We matter. All of that, I can't do it by myself, and I'm the mother and the father, and I'm Father's Day. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop. Didn't I just say? I just said. I didn't even see the whole story, but I just knew. I'm looking at his mugshot, and I could tell. And I don't like to profile, but being that that's the story, and then you look at the pic, now you can say, okay, now I can profile. And one thing I said was, she had to know he was a bad dude. Look at that, harboring a fugitive. He had a warrant in DC already. Bang. Literally, bang. Killed one of her siblings. That's on the 17-year-old. And I bet you talk to Shorty, you can't tell her shit. Because she's Cardi B'd out and Nicki Minaj'd out and Meg Thee Stallion out and fuck nigga free, right? Yeah, I bet. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. Now, whatever happens with her, 5 years from now, if some dude for whatever reason takes interest in her and he hears that story, what man is going to want to deal with her knowing that she has that going on? How is that woman productive to the next man? Kane, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. When I courted my wife, I met both her brothers, met her mother, met her cousin, and the only person I didn't get to meet was her grandmother because she had passed. That's the only thing I regret. I just never made it over there. Alfred, exactly, bro. Good luck with that, bro. But always do your homework. You got to do your homework. You got to do your homework. You got to know what stock the person you're courting comes from, men and women. Y'all got to know. Ladies, this could be the most gorgeous guy you ever seen. Meet whatever criteria is, he could meet it. And then you go to his house and the first 3 steps all broke up. There's roaches everywhere. And grandma screaming upstairs. She's senile as fuck, walking around bumping into walls. There's 4 cats. There's a dog. There's some nigga sitting in the living room with his drawers on, watching a goddamn black and white TV. You didn't even know they made those anymore. But he's the only motherfucker comes out dressed nice. Say, okay, you ready to go? It's like, what is this, the Munsters? You remember they had that one daughter with the blonde hair that looked normal, but everybody else, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Eddie Munster was the wolf, and the wolf boy or whatever the fuck, and Grandpa was goddamn Count Dracula. Every time she brought a date to the house, because she was a fine white blonde haired blue-eyed lady, brought her to the house, and niggas like, what the fuck? And you got a dragon in the staircase?
Whoa!
What? Y'all ever watch The Monsters? That's some funny shit. And you got a monster underneath the steps? Wait a minute, your grandfather's who? Your father's fucking Frankenstein? Your grandfather's Dracula? Your fucking brother turns into a goddamn werewolf? And then they speed up the camera. They see the date running from the house. It was fucking hilarious. My brother Grove says tough lessons learned. But for me to take a woman serious, she has to have good relation with her pops. Bro, listen. You got to, man. My ex that I learned a lot from, I met her when I was 18. And I dated her till I was about maybe like 20, 21. I learned so much. But damn, she was a pain in the ass. But I was learning on the job. And I was like, man, you know what her problem was? And I was talking to my boy about this. Every now and again, when we reminisce on stuff, I bring her up because I learned so much. I said, yo, she had daddy issues. You know what her daddy issue was? She knew the nigga, but according to the story she told me, he left. Now, here's what I'm going to say. And I'll say this because it's whatever. I'm so far removed from the bullshit. Her mother was very mean. She had a snappy attitude. She was very mean. And something happened and he left. And he didn't like leave like the house. This nigga left New York and moved to California. Made 2 babies. It was her and her younger sister. Left. That nigga bounced. But my ex had half sisters. She had a couple of half sisters. Right? And that nigga made camp in California when he knocked up the chick that gave him a son. So I said, oh shit, you got a brother. And she was like, I was like, well, damn. That little boy got some of your blood. I mean, you don't want to, okay, you know, you ever thought about patching it up with your dad? Tay, hello, future ex-wife. You ever thought about just talking to him and letting him know, I don't fuck that nigga, I don't need no nigga, I don't fuck that nigga. That bitch turned into Chip Fu from Fu Schnicks. Remember that? I was like, you don't want to just talk to your dad and phenomenon 1, phenomenon 2, phenomenon 3, come out of me. I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm sorry, shit. But you just told me you got a little brother. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I mean, that's your brother. You don't want to. But her little sister was like, yeah, I want to go see daddy. Sister was like, wow, good. What? Maybe 3 years younger than her. She flew out to California, hung out with him. Because you know what? She said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's my father. He said, I'm welcome. And she said, she said she was welcome, talking about my ex. She was welcome too. But she don't want to go. I said, yeah, because she mad. But who do you think caught the blunt of the blow whenever some shit popped off that she started? She's mad at a man that I never met, but she would initiate fights and I'd catch it. And I'd be just sitting there like, damn, this bitch is just mean. What the fuck? I ain't do nothing to her. So, you're still young. So once you just like you're a little bamboozled by pussy, I get it. But then the meaner she got, I got mean. And his was fucked up. When I got mean, she started to respect me more. And I didn't want to be like that because that was stressful. That's not who I am by nature. Going back and see, dysfunction was normal to her. Relationships are reflective. You are who you pick. Every time I was with her, I had to be some mean nigga. I had to be some nigga. I was walking in the street, my fist balled up. Niggas was walking around me like, oh my God. And you know, I'm not the smallest person in the world. That's just not a thank you, Koffer. Emotional damage. Yup, John Pound, salute. And I'm like, yo, every time I'm around this bitch, I feel like I gotta be this fucking angry black man. And it was frustrating. What? Cause she give me some pussy? Cause she got some D cups? What? And when I decided that it wasn't worth it, I left. And I finally got through a whole week without having a fucking headache. That was her. And you shouldn't leave any relationship without learning something. That's what I mean when I say fail forward. And, you know, it is what it is. Was I perfect? No. But looking back, there was a lot of things that I did in retaliation. I was being petty, but why the fuck? That's not a relationship to me. She had problems. What she needed was therapy. You know, I'm not your father, young lady. I didn't do it. But she was older than me, but whatever, man. But I hope she good. I saw her some years later. But, you know, she looked the same. Good for her. Good for her. But, when I was on the market, I made sure that I put out that I was the most boring person because I wanted Mr. Shelton, my brother. I was just so far removed from her, bro. I didn't even want to beat it no more. Y'all ever been that emotionally drained from a fucking girl? That she's throwing a pussy at you and you're like, man, I don't like you, man. Get away from me. That's where I was with that. I said, man, what the fuck? I literally got up out of bed that day and I said, yo, I can't do this shit. It got to the point where when my phone rang and I felt it was her, I'd be like, oh, that's not how you're supposed to be with someone you're dating. You remember the old caller ID? The box that you plugged into the phone, the little white box? I would go over like, oh my God. And I look over, my brother be like, yo, that's your girl, man. I'm looking. I'm like, oh my God. You might as well go in and answer it, man, because she's gonna call back. Then I don't answer it. She beat me. Remember beepers? I'd be like, oh my God. And then you know, I never forget it. Fucking Saturday. And my boy called me. He was like, yeah, man, we going to the strip club or some shit he said. You know, and he's like, yo, man, you know, I know you ain't gonna go, but, you know, I'm just letting you know. I said, hold up. I said, you know what? I'm fucking with y'all tonight. He's like, word? Because it was a weekend. I said, yeah, I'm fucking with y'all tonight, man. Just give me a minute. I go break up with Tanya. No, I just said her name. Whatever the fuck. He's like, all right. Hung up the phone. I called her up. I said, yo, listen. I kept it so brief. I said, listen, man. I'm exhausted. She's like, what do you mean? What are you trying to say? She's trying to fast talk me. A bully tactic to get me to say, forget it so I can stay. I said, no. I said, listen. All right. You're asking for wait. That was another thing. She was trying to move out the crib and trying to get me to live in a crib with her. I was in school. I was in college. I'm supposed to move in with a chick? No. Fuck that. I said, man, listen. You can go ahead. You're self-sufficient. You're independent. Good luck. You want to move out mama crib? Good. But I'm not ready to. Then she tried to fucking, guilt trip. Oh, what the fuck? You want to stay home with your mother? I said, look, I'm in school right now. All right. I'm stacking my chips. You know what I'm saying? My pops just bought me a little rinky-dink car. I'm working at clubs right now. I don't need to rush. I'm on a test. I took tests for several civil service exams. I'm gonna be in the system soon, but right now, I can't handle you in a 1 or 2 bedroom with all this I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go crazy. I said, look, man, this is worn out as welcome. I said, look, man, hasta luego, man. I can't do this. I said, let's just stop. She said, okay. And when I ran into her damn near, because she tried to pull the, okay, I'm still cool with your family type shit. So she do dumb shit like call my mom on the phone and shit. I told my mother, I said, look, I'm done with her. And I'm letting you know right now, I don't want to come here and see her sitting in the damn house. Don't do that shit. Because I will ask her to leave. You don't know if I'm coming over with another woman to introduce to you. You keep talking to me about grandkids. And you just swore me and her was going to get married because you saw her a lot. No, that was furthest from the truth. All right? Please, I have to explain that to her. Man, don't do that shit. Don't do that. She didn't, but she thought she could, call around and, she did have one of my boy's phone numbers, and he was outside. I was going to the store. I ran in. He's like, yo, man, T called me. I said, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah, it was strange. He's like, she never called me. I said, man, I forgot she had your number because he was fucking one of her friends. Her friend's name was Cookie, and he was bashing the cookies. He said, yeah, I looked at the caller ID, and I'm like, I don't know this number. He's like, hello? He's like, yo, what up? He said, oh, he ain't here. I said, oh, no, I know, we ain't together no more. I'm just calling, just checking on you, see how you. He was like, it was strange. And he was like, for a second, he's like, was she trying to fuck? Or I was like, yo, nigga, I don't know. You should have asked. He's like, I never thought of that, whatever. I said, if she called back, ask. And to my knowledge, you never called back, but don't make me no never mind, because I was done. I was a wild man with her. Man. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. When I let that go, I was like, got up, got straightened up, put on my Air Force Ones, whatever they had on my feet, put on a nice shirt. I think I had an S-curl back then. Had to line up with the S-curl. And me and my peoples, we went out to the titty bar that night. Guilt-free. Because when I wasn't with her, and I was just out with the boys, not even doing shit, playing ball or in somebody's house playing a video game, the beep are blowing up. Fellas, you ever had this phone call? Hello? Yo, what's up? Yo, what up? What's up? No, nothing. Just, are you checking in? Yeah. All right, well, let me hit you back. I'm with my friends. Where were you at? I'm at my nigga house. Oh, what y'all doing? Gaming, watching the game, or watching the, it was the 90s, the Bulls second run. I'm like, yo, oh, you want to talk? No, I'm not on my phone. You paged me. I'm calling you from my boy's house. You paged me 911. I thought there was something going on. Nothing's going on. Everything's cool. All right, can I go back to, talking to me, hang with your boys is more important than talking to me? Bitch, yes. Dial tone. Y'all remember dial tones? And then that's an argument. Friday, I'm at my friend's house watching the Bulls versus Knicks. Saturday morning, it's an argument. Then Sunday morning, she's apologizing and trying to come fuck. Get away. Oh my God. And it's always your boys that tell you once it's like, is the coast clear? Yeah. Is she gone? Yeah. You're not fucking with her no more? Yeah. You're not going backwards, are you? Are you on a temporary break? No, I'm done. Bro, I ain't like that bitch anyway.
Whoa!
What? Then they start telling you what they really felt. And I appreciate it. I'm like, yo, look, I appreciate y'all holding y'all tongue and let me figure shit out. Because sometimes you got to stay out of shit. But then, you know, towards the end, Snapdragon mouth, man. There was times I dead ass wanted to punch that bitch in her face. But of course, you don't do that. I'm on some Ralph Cramden shit. To the moon, Alice, he never hit her. But sometimes she was a mental terrorist. Sometimes she would just say shit and she knew. I'm like, yo, she knows I would break her fucking head off her shoulders for talking this dumb shit. And she would be around my crib so much, she would know certain things. And it's not for you to be, you know, the bitch would try and roast in front of mixed company. And it's like, bitch. And I know if I did that, yo, one night she did that shit and I had been eating it the whole time. Like, yeah, ha, yeah, funny, yeah, ha, word, yeah, okay, yeah, my brother, word, okay, yeah, my sister, oh, yeah, my mom's, oh, okay, yeah. And I had said something so crazy that I knew it would hurt her feelings. And it was a reference to something about her grandmother before her grandmother passed. Her grandma was still alive. And I had said something that I knew and it upset her. I ain't gonna repeat, but I was like, word? I was like, yeah, that's real fucked up. You saying that? I said, yeah, but you know, if I had said something about grandma, you'd be fucking upset. And niggas stopped. We was playing spades. It was like, oh. And she just stared at me. I was like, yeah, watch your mouth. Big joker, little joker. Last two's mine. Fuck what you heard. Pass a Corona when I used to drink. When all dust settled, we was leaving Brooklyn. We got on a train. She's sitting there with her arms folded, looking at me. I'm like, what? And I knew what it was. I just want to hear her say it. If you ever mention about my grandmother, that was fucking foul. And I said, yo, none of those motherfuckers in there know my mother, my sister, my brother, my pops. You was in there dragging me across fucking shattered glass. What the fuck is wrong with you? You was waiting to, you was fucking testing your boundaries. Well, I could be very evil when need be. Don't fucking play with me. And we went back and forth for a little bit. And then she stopped. Train stopped on 168th Street. She got off, didn't say anything to me. Well, fuck you. I thought we was going to break up then because I wasn't calling her. I got home like at 3 a.m. Ring, ring, ring. I'm saying, da-da-da-da-da. I said, look, I don't want to hear it. Dead silence over the phone. Are you coming up here today? I don't know. You want me to come up there? Yes. Okay. There it is. There it is. That's how you do it. But that was towards the end because you understand, petty arguments like that was so fucking like stupid to me. That's right, Eric H. Dished it out, couldn't take it. Because trust me, there was a whole lot of shit I could have said. But I knew her grandmother, and forgive me, I knew she was sick. I knew she was sick. And I thought about it for about a good 30 minutes. I said, I'm going to say this shit. And I don't give a fuck if she jump up and start throwing punches. I don't give a fuck. But I've been dealing with this for a while now. And I said that shit and everyone stopped. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, don't play with me. But that's not who I am. See, you gotta understand, Fellas, what did Kevin Samuel say men want? We want peace. We don't want no beef. We want peace. I fuss with this bitch every day. The only good times we had was when we was fucking. Now I know if you said that, if you asked her that, she'd be like, no, we had good times. No, bitch, I didn't have a good time. In my mind, right now, all I remember is us. It'll be a good for a few seconds, and then you just start fucking arguing and debating something that she said she wanted, because she said she wanted to be a lawyer. I said, well, practice law in school. Practice arguing in your fucking house. Why am I always arguing with you? And I didn't even start this shit. Let me tell you something. That bitch right there, you need to understand, the shit she was doing, that's how supervillains are born. I'm telling you. If I was different, come on, man. I just got out of Dodge, though, because I know better. And it feels so good. It feels so good. I was relieved, man, and I ain't look back. I didn't look back. Yeah, Kane, she was definitely turned on by arguing. I was fucking exhausted. I thought about all kinds of shit, man. And one of her friends threw pussy at me. I didn't take it, though. Bitch tried to blame the alcohol. I was out one day somewhere with my boy E and my boy Rob. And we ended up, we used to get on the train and just leave the hood and just go to different places. We literally went upstairs. We were still in the Bronx. We went upstairs and there was a party in a gym. And we just stuck around. $5 at the door. We could see the girls in there. It was like, oh shit. We went up in there. Things could have went left. It wasn't our neighborhood, but it was all peace. We went in there, danced with girls, and one of her girlfriends is in there. And we weren't broken up at the time. I already had planned to leave her. And that night was the perfect time because her friend, yo, where T at? I said, I don't know. I ain't talked to her today. I'm here with my boys. Oh, who you know in here? Nobody. Oh my God, yo, yeah, that's my friend. That's what her friend introduced me to a whole slew of other friends. Pouring us drinks and shit. And her friends started dancing on me. And it wasn't called twerking back then for you young bucks. It was called Doodoo Brown. And when they put Luke on, I wanna run. Bro, two things that happened. When Doodoo Brown came on, you was getting that grope. The DJ was smart because right after that was over, what did he throw on? He threw on Shabba Ranks. And anytime you hear dance hall, what happens? Grab a chick and make it work. And that's what happened. And shorty, I just put my hands on her waist and I'm like, uh-oh. She pulled up to me and then took my hand and put it on her butt. And I was like, ooh. Whispered in my ear, you lucky you dating her. Something like that. She said something. Because she was also Jamaican. I think she was Jamaican. She was from one of those islands. I said, oh shit. My nigga, he said, yo, what the fuck? He said, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know. Yo, my dick got hard and everything. I said, oh shit. And I said, I want to leave, but do I want to leave on this note? And then I'm thinking all kinds of shit. I said, yo, you want another drink? She was like, yeah, go give me another drink. So we had the group huddle at the it wasn't a bar, because they had the the tables up there. And it wasn't really like, it wasn't supposed to be alcohol in there because it was like a gymnasium. But niggas snuck in the alcohol. It was like, yo, man, we put some shots in there, you know what I'm saying? $5. So I had the group huddle. I said, yo, bro, I could beat that tonight. And you know what they said? They said, yo, you could, but you know, what if she left? Mind you, y'all, this wasn't the cell phone era. He said, what if my nigga Rob said, how many times she left the gym? I said, I don't know. Maybe 2, 3. He said, how you know she ain't call old girl? How you know she ain't call old girl and say, yo, look, your man's here? Bet. Tell me what he's doing. Push up on him and see what he does. How you know she ain't do that? I said, you right. Gotta play it cool. I brought back the drink. We got right back to dancing, and I just kept my hands on the waist. She was moving my hands. I said, okay, if this get back to her, I'm like, yo, your girl was moving her hands. And now when we left, I fought so bad. Bro, now mind you, I'm in my early 20s. Yo, y'all. I mean, look. My Boss jeans had the LTP. And luckily it was dark and they were baggy as hell. And she gave me, I said, yo, we gonna leave. She grabbed me by the hand. She looked at me. She said, you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. She said, pulled me down. She says, I won't say anything. I said, don't worry, don't. I said, we square, don't. She's like, okay. Shh. I said, nah, we cool. I don't want no problems. Like, all right. She's like, you sure? I said, I'm sure. I don't want no smoke. I'm good. I ain't say smoke. I said, but I don't want no problems. I said, cool. So my man Rob got some girl number. Everyone bagged numbers and shit. I left, man. That was the worst train ride home because I was like, yo, I should be. Bro, let me tell you how thorough it was. Back then, we ain't had no money like that. We were hopping trains. You know what I'm saying? And they were on that type of time that their friends lived in the neighborhood. We could have went into their buildings and smashed in the staircase. Y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. We could have, man. So I ain't see her after that for dumb long because a little while later I broke up with Shorty and I saw her mad later. By the time I saw her, she had like 2 kids. You know what I mean? And forgot where I saw her. She had called my name and her and T don't even speak anymore. And I brought it up. I said, yo, man, that night at the gym, I said, you was bugging. She said, yeah, I was on some shit. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't care. I asked her, I said, yo, was the fix in? You was trying to, get me caught out there and tell T? And she was like, nope. She said, yo, I always thought you was cute. I was going for mine, but I was thinking, hey man, why not? Let's see what happens. I was like, damn, man. Fix wasn't in, but I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell, man. I was like, damn. Well, whatever, man. She's like, oh, well, this is my son's. And I was like, I don't give a fuck about it. Wait for me, stupid. It's one of those things. No, it wasn't no, let me get your number. You on social media? It was none of that. Damn. Thank you, Kane. Chris Rock said it best. Women hate women. She was shooting her shot. Can you believe that? Yes. Ain't the first time that's happened. Ain't that some bullshit? Relationships are reflective, ladies and gentlemen. You are what you pick. You are what you pick. I got away from her. It made me better. Brothers and sisters, if you are in hell in a relationship, kindly put the hell down and walk away. Because people will look at who you're dealing with and assume the worst of you if it's a bad situation. Fellas, the woman that comes around you and complains about her boyfriend every day, the first question that pops in your head is, why are you there? Fellas, any one of your friends always complain, yo, I hate my baby mama, you're my baby mama, you're that bitch. Nigga, you was just fucking her earlier. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? Fuck out of here, man. What's wrong with you, nigga? Snap out of it, stupid. Damn. I don't want to hear it. Man. Take a deep breath and act like you got some damn sense. Stop acting like that's the best pussy you ever had in your life, stupid. Man, I've been around dudes that be all bent out of shape of all these girls. They cheating all over him. You know why? She really wants you to go away. She really wants you to leave. And your simp, stupid, punk ass think that that's the best you can get in life. You have no self-confidence and you don't love yourself. And you stay with a chick that disrespects you and you allow it. That's your fault, dummy. I don't respect it. And how is anyone else supposed to respect you if you don't respect yourself? Stupid. Men. Now, I'm sure everyone in the chat knows this. Y'all know of somebody or know someone personally. I'm talking about a man that's gone a little too far involving a girl and ended up in fucking jail over dumb shit. I'm not kidding. Let me tell you this quick story. A little before I started working for the city, it was like 97, 98. I was doing security somewhere and I met this girl. I saw her walking down White Plains Road and it was summertime and she had on these stretchies on and a shirt and she had a bag. And I turned the whole car around, almost got hit by a bus and everything. Drove up the block, parked the car, jumped out. I walked past, I said, hey, miss, how are you? Now, she could have kept walking. And she stopped and turned around and smiled. She said, how are you? I said, I'm good. How you doing? I introduced myself, shook her hand, and I kept my distance. I said, how you doing? You know, I said, listen, I normally don't do this. Absolute lie. I said, yeah, but I saw you walking. I said, you were just so beautiful, man. I said, can I, take you out for some lunch? If you're single. And I went like this. And she said, you know what? I like that. And I'm like, fucking yes. She was gorgeous. Brown skin. She had braids that were just done. And we exchanged numbers. And I'm like, yo, this is a real number now, right? She was like, yeah, it's my real number. You can call me, whatever. I called her and I took her out. Went to a diner, we went to eat, whatever. And I don't know exactly what I said to her, but we ended up back at my mom's crib. And I laid it down, right? And she, now here's the shit. When we got back to the crib, right? She says, yo, let me just let you know ahead of time. She says, do you read like black magazines? I said, well, what do you mean? Like Word Up and Right On. And Sauce wasn't, Sauce was fairly new, I believe. Sauce was it was vaguely new. Sauce had just came out. And I think it did. Or I might have just been paying attention to it. I was like, yeah, though. She says, no. And I said, what are you talking about? She says, all right, I'm just going to tell you. I did a spread for Black Tail. Y'all remember Black Tail? And I said, whoa. Now, I used to see it in the stationery, but I always felt funny buying it. So I would just like look and just pick it up, like, you know. And I said, I'm not familiar with it enough to say, oh, I know her. She said, yeah, well, I did a spread and, you know, it's a long time ago. I said, well, how long ago? She's like, no, it was like last year. I said, well, damn. I'm saying to myself, well, damn, that wasn't a long time ago. She said, yeah, but, you know, my father's a minister and he found out about it. And, you know, I'm still dealing with that. And so I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm saying to myself, I don't give a shit about that. But now I'm like, shit, I blasted a Black Tail model. I'm moving up in the world, right? So then this is where it gets crazy. So I'm thinking I have a little thing on the side because I was dating and shit. And then she tells me, this motherfucker, she calls me on the phone and says, yo, it was like an ungodly hour, but I was up. I was off that weekend. There was snow on the ground because I had been dealing with her for a little while now, but it was always kind of strange when I would go pick her up from her block. I never picked her up on the block. It was like 2 blocks over. I didn't really think about it, but I was like, yeah, whatever, right? So I'm up playing one of my video games. Phone rings. I look at the ID, it's her. So I'm thinking, it's a Saturday night / Sunday morning. I could use it, but if she's not hopping in the cab to come over here, I'm not moving my car because it's snowing and, you know, it's hard to park where I live. I ain't coming out, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to take a cab. Either I'll pay for her shoot. So I answered the phone and said, yo, what's up, babe? She's like, yo, how you doing? I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm like, you all right? Oh my God. I haven't been totally honest with you. Here we go. It was good. Give it to me. The reason why I never invited you to my house is because I kind of had a boyfriend. How the fuck do you kind of have a boyfriend? But whatever. I'm saying to myself, I don't care. I'm saying, yeah, okay, whatever. What? So I'm waiting for it. I'm like, what? He know about me? He gonna kill me? What's it gonna be? Because he ain't gonna make it. She said, no. The reason why I let you in the crib because he has a key. I'm like, well, smart move. And I'm saying to myself, I'm gonna come in this bitch house anyway. By then, I knew better. You never go to a woman's house, y'all. And she says, yeah, I came in the other day and he was just in here, just on the couch. And I ain't seen him in 2 weeks. Now I'm thinking, man, this bitch finna die. This nigga gonna kill her. I'm just waiting on it. So I said, well, babe, it's 2 a.m. And now I'm thinking, oh no, you're not coming in the cab and coming here. For him to follow you and see what he's doing. You know what this bitch told me? I changed the lock. Okay, so now he can't get in. You should have been changed the lock, but whatever. No, I told him to come get his shit and he just disappeared for a couple of weeks. And he left again. She changed the lock. And he got in the house still. I said, what, he kicked in the door or some shit? He says, no. I said, Huh? So, honey, what happened? He came in through the window. I said, okay. You called the police? You called the landlord? She says, nah, he's in the kitchen cooking. I'm in the bathroom on the phone. It's 2 a.m, y'all. And I said, okay. She says, yo, what should I do? I said, well, call the police. What the fuck you on the phone with me for? She says, yeah, this is fucked up. I'm kind of scared because he's not really talking, but he's in there making bacon. Like he's cooking breakfast and he's singing and whistling. But y'all ready for this shit? This is a true story, y'all. It says, I just can't figure out how the fuck he got up here. And I said, what do you mean? She said, Eric, I live on the 9th floor. He came in through the fire escape. There ain't no fire escape on my building.
Whoa, what the that's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, frog money courting, he did ride Crambo.
What? He what?
What?
You live where?
What?
He came in through the fucking window? You live what? So now I'm looking at the phone. I didn't even pause the video game. I died. I was doing something. I was like, Paul, what up, bro? I'm like, he scaled the side of your fucking building. 9 floors up. In your house, 2 a.m, and he's in the kitchen making bacon. What am I listening to? I said, listen to me. Get the fuck off my phone. Call the goddamn police. And I'll talk to you later. And I hung up the phone. And I said, well, that bitch dead. Fuck you calling me for? Bitch calls me about 3 days later. I'm like, well, I'm saying to myself, I'm glad she alive. But when I'm looking at the call ID, I said, you know, it'd be me to answer this phone and it's him. Yeah, motherfucker, you was with my girl. I'm coming for you next. Nope, nigga. No, you're not. You about to die. She calls me. She let him make breakfast. He was apologetic and crying. Told me he wanted to be with her. But she said, no, you got to go. And he packed his shit and left. So there was no incident. But that was Joseph Townsend, salute. That was my curtain call. Because I'm not fucking with that. Turns out this nigga was a goddamn active Marine. I ain't fighting him. I'm busting shots. Get out of here. I drove down to, because I never had been down to her building. I drove down Bronx Park East and I looked. There was no fire escape on her building. And I looked on the side, 9 floors up. I said, yo, someone could actually, because the bricks were out, someone could really climb the side of the building. I said, what the fuck? But I wouldn't do it. I said, yo, I think that's her window. And I'm like, this nigga. It was wintertime, y'all. There was snow on the ground. There was slush. The building was wet. He scaled the side. And nobody saw that shit to call the police. What the fuck? They thought he left his key outside? He lost his key. Now, let me ask you a question. How would I look still dealing with that? Because relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. If she was dating that crazy ass Marine, what the fuck was she? What was she really about? We hung out occasionally. I took her to lunch a couple of times. I took her to dinner a few times. I smashed a few times. And then when I got that phone call, I said, oh, no, 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 nope, 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 nope.
Fucking bullshit!
Godfather, you deal with that?
Bullshit.
Nope. Not the kid. That was the end of that. And she had a fat ass. That shit used to shine. You have sanity right here, and you got booty right here. You choose sanity 100% of the time. Ladies, you got sanity right here, and you got some good penis right here. You choose sanity 100% of the time. You're welcome.
Fucking bullshit!
It's never worth it. It's never worth it, y'all. It's never worth it. You are the company you keep. Relationships are reflective, not only relationships, family, friends, who you associate with. We see it right here on YouTube every day. You affiliate with the LDBC, you're in great hands. That's why nobody could tell you who we are. A lot of people, when they do come around us, they be like, yo, man, I heard so much bullshit about y'all. Y'all not like that. Of course, we're not. But go back to where you heard it and then check them out and look at their chat. You see an army of people talking shit about us, and just pick one and go to their channel and see what they talk about. A whole channel dedicated to hating on us. A whole channel dedicated to hating on fighters that we support. And while we're talking boxing, what are they doing? And then look at those chats. And then ask yourself, do I want to be dysfunctional and screaming in chats with a bunch of screaming ass people that aren't helping anybody, that aren't doing anything productive in life? Or do I want to be over here just talking boxing? Oh shit, there go Errol Spence. Oh shit, Deontay Wilder be on 78's channel? Oh shit, there go Tay Jones. Oh shit. Oh, on Drew's show, he's talking to a guy that I used to watch in the 90s. Oh shit, who's Stormy B Man? Oh man, he knows a lot about boxing. But when we see people over here and then they get seen elsewhere while they're talking about us, you are what you pick. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. You understand? Do you get it now? You can't be here high-fiving me, talking about you support me and support my family, and then I get a screenshot or a link with a timestamp. Yo, check this shit out. And there's some dude, Dick Blower Boxing from the UK, talking shit about me. And I go there and I'm looking. No, look at the chat. Timestamp. Look at the chat. And I see 4 people who are on my channel with wrenches. And the dude is not talking about me, talking about boxing. He's talking about me for hours. And those motherfuckers are in there laughing. Oh, God. Oh, you so funny. Oh, that's true. Oh, you right. Now I only go there because I just want to hear him say, okay. I don't have to make no announcements. I go into my office, remove the wrench, go to their channel, block their ass. And when they come to my channel and see me cooking in the morning, they type in and say, hey, where my wrench at? Why I'm gray? Yeah. And sometimes you do catch up with them and they'll see you in another chat, and I don't have to bring my beef to anyone else's chat. I mean, some of the brothers, they do get screenshots, say, yo, look, him, muerto, kill him. Get him out of there. But some people, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Not even worth saying anything. But sometimes they'll fall through the cracks and they'll say, yo, well, you know, I go where I want to go. Yep. but I allow in who I want to allow in. And if you go over there, you can't be here because that motherfucker don't like me. And that's cool. You think it's funny when he's talking about me, talking about my brothers and sisters? Go over there. You can go exactly where you want to go. But I don't have to deal with you here. Because while I'm talking boxing over here, you're entertaining bullshit. While I'm talking adult conversation, real life situations, and when I discuss it with class over here, you ear hustling, eye hustling, and you're going back and reporting what Drew said because you're miserable in your life. You got nothing else going on. You gotta understand, some of these niggas are unhappy. They're either married and unhappy, they're divorced and unhappy, they had a job and they're unhappy. Some of them can make a lot of money and they're still unhappy. And instead of getting therapy and figuring out what the fuck's going on with them, they immerse themselves into this bullshit. They immerse themselves into it. They have nothing else going on in their life. And if they can see drama, that's their outlet, because they like to see people in a chaotic format. They like to see people in the chaotic format because it makes them at ease. That the rage, they manifest their shit, their rage, they manifest it through us. And if they can get people following each other and fighting with each other, that is therapeutic for them. When you work out, you listen to music. I listen to rock when I'm working out. It's therapeutic. To see people fighting, it's therapeutic for them. And it's disgusting when they can sit back and initiate bullshit and watch the chaos. Yo, so-and-so was talking about you. Yo, so-and-so was talking about you. And they can just sit back and like a tennis match. These niggas be well into their 40s, 50s, and some of these niggas into their 60s. I'll have none of it. I see it for what it is, and I disregard them. Quietly removed about 14 people's wrenches. Quietly. I told the general. Quietly removed them. I ain't got to make no response videos. I ain't got to do that. One of them niggas got my phone number, text me, hey, you still my brother. No, you're not. I ain't even respond to him. No, you're not. No, you're not. EJ, what up? You're not my brother, dude. He's a double agent of chaos. And he still pops up somewhere, and I didn't put the word out too much on him. But for the most part, people know. And they know how to keep him at arm's length. But I got screenshots and I got entire lives with timestamps. Yo, when so-and-so was talking shit specifically about this person, he was in there with the crying, laughing emojis for a whole hour. I had to say nothing. I Matt Hardy'd them. Delete. You ain't got to text me, dude. And I've been super nice with this guy. Super nice. Been super cordial. Had him on the show. Everything. You can go wherever you want to go, but that shit ain't funny. When people are talking down on us, wishing bad on us, some of these motherfuckers wished us bodily harm. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. You can go wherever you want. You picked over there. Guess what you got to do now? Stay over there. Just stay over there. Is it too much to ask for you to stay away from me? My demeanor, my work speaks for itself. I can be very emotional. I'm human. But for the most part, I stand on what I'm saying. Stay away from me. If you don't like me, stay away from me. That's how you have to move, gentlemen and ladies. That term toxic is overused, but it's real. If you're dealing with somebody and they're toxic, you ain't got to deal with them. Whether it's you're romantically involved or it's just someone that's around you. The LDBC, when we first got it up off the ground, there was a lot of people we had to weed out. And some of them, they're still in other chats. I can exist in another chat without talking to anybody, to everybody. I don't. I was just in the shout out to Nonito and Rachel. I was in their chat earlier today, sent a super chat and everything. And I saw 5 motherfuckers in there that are stupid blocked. I'm like, this one nigga, I didn't know he was still alive. But I ain't got to speak to him. You ain't got to speak to me. One nigga in there said salute to me. I said, why is he talking to me? Get the fuck out of here, dude. You know why we ain't speaking. Get the fuck out of here. These people are weird. I don't live off of chaos. If y'all saw me in a chat at a LDBC hater channel, how would y'all look at me? Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. Fence riding, two-faced piece of shit. It's not how I am. And I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm here for peace because I'm a man. I want peace. I don't have to respond to any of them niggas. Captain Crunch, Scotty, whatever. And I know these niggas watch me now. I don't need to respond to you. Them niggas are older than me. Don't. Listen to them talk. They sound crazy. They are crazy. They bring nothing to the table. Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather said this, and it stands true because my father told me this. Always stay on your purpose. When my Godfather said stay on your purpose. My father said stay on stay on your course. Don't ever waver. If you have a goal, go meet it. Night Train, salute. Oh yeah. There's a lot, Night Train, a whole lot. But it's under control. You know why? Because we control it. These people are evil out here. They get your government name and try and drag it and look up shit and see if they can find something about you. Look, there's nothing they didn't build me, so they can't break me. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. It doesn't. Because every time somebody talks about me, I know because there's a spike in my subscribers. I'm like, how the fuck I get 200 subs in 2 weeks? Somebody been talking about me. And like I said, you go in their chats and look at all the maniacs in their comment sections. Their highest viewed videos is when they're talking about us. And what are we talking about? We ain't talking about them. We're talking about boxing and whatever else we want to talk about. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. I chose to rub elbows with the LDBC. And it's been just fine for me. Everybody else, they stick their chest out. Oh, I don't need nobody. I'm a loner. I do it all myself. Good. Good. Yeah, that's right, 88. I heard her say that. Yeah. So, look, I understand human nature. You have to understand your nature. Whatever your cause is, whatever your purpose is, stay on it. It's going to be rough. If life was easy, everyone would be achieving everything they wanted to do. And there were times where I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this YouTube shit. This shit is stupid. Got me wanting to kill people. And I say, wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm here for a cause. I'm here for a purpose. I like the purpose. It needs to be done. And what was aggravating the fuck out of me at one point turned out to be a blessing. And I've gotten so great at this. I've gotten great at it. And I'm still getting better. I'm still getting better. So it don't matter what anyone says about me or says to me or whatever. It doesn't. None of that shit matters. I'm satisfied in life. Well, I'm not satisfied because I haven't reached my goals yet. But I'm staying the course. All right? And I only rub elbows with people who are productive in my life. Did you hear what I just said, family? Only rub elbows with people who are productive in your life. More people support and love me than hate me. And in a lot of instances on this fucking YouTube shit, hate is love. I just said, there's a lot of motherfuckers that email me and say, oh, look, I thought you was one way and it's something else. I'm subscribed to you now. Yo, you don't know me, but so-and-so was talking about you. And some dude in Africa was talking about me. I said, what the fuck? He said, yeah, I know you don't know Ouya boom bum 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 bum, but he was talking about you. I went to the channel. This was like 2 years ago. Young Hollywood, salute. Oh yeah, Drew Titan, you're doing like AJ, the welder, fake Nigerian, Drew Titan, LDBC, the bone in my nose, I was like, what the fuck is he? Is that a language? I don't know who that nigger was. He looked like he could run the fuck out of a goddamn New York Marathon, though. I said, y'all got Wi-Fi with literally from a hut. I should have see, I didn't think of screenshotting any of this shit. This was way back when I was still working with Fanon. It was the funniest fucking. I said, yo, I ain't have screen record on my old phone, but I said, man, I thought back, I can't find it, and I can't even find the fucking email. Nigga was talking about me from a hut. I said, is this for real? I said, you kidding me, dude? This is really. I said, yo, y'all got fucking. Is that a hut? How does your Wi-Fi tower look? Is it like a tree with aluminum foil wrapped around that motherfucker? Oh my God. I should have invited him on the live, man. And an AJ fan. That shit was fucking hilarious, man. But I said, man, Fanon told me, he said, yeah, it's going to get worse. I said, okay, good, man. That's good. It's good. I learned a lot. You know, the relationship with me and Fanon fell apart, but we failed forward. He's doing fine. I don't wish him no ill will or nothing like that. I'm doing fine. We good. I'm good. My God, that shit. Bush lad from fucking the fucking Congo. Bush lad from the Congo didn't like that I was talking about AJ. Ooh, do Titan, yama. I was like, who the fuck is this? She had like 8 views. I was like, thanks, motherfucker. I'm the 8th view. I could have did without this, but that shit was funny. He was sitting in the dark, goddamn near camouflaged. Black as fuck. Only saw his pink lips and his beady eyes. He wouldn't move his neck, but his shit was elongated. That shit was hilarious, man. I might have had like maybe like 2,000 subs back then. That shit was like, I was annoyed, but I said, man, I should have recorded that shit. Holy shit, that shit was funny. I saw like hay in the back. He was talking from a hut. I don't know if that was some shit he did on purpose. Nigga, we can tell you're African. You ain't got to put a hut in a goddamn tusk. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck are you doing, dude? A crocodile head in the back? What the fuck? That shit was insane. Nigga had a hippo in the pond and shit. What the fuck? Gazelle hopping over his lap. A fucking tiger throwdown rug and shit. Yeah, do the Titan, Deontay Wilder, yeah. Nigga, just talk your language, man, because that was fucked up. Holy shit. Word up, King. Papa Shango looking ass. Nigga had a bowl in the back. I was like, what the fuck? I'm looking, I was like, what the fuck is in that bowl? God damn. What's in the bowl, bitch? Damn. I really wish, but I was just like so new to it. I was just like, okay, he talking about me? Okay, yeah, he talking about me? Okay, yeah. But that shit, I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? And that was my old phone. That was like 5 phones ago. I didn't have no screen record on that shit. Looking back, I wish. I went my email looking for that shit. I couldn't find it, man. But dude said he came to my channel and then he saw me on Fanaz. He was like, yo, you're not a bad guy. And, you know, people got it confused. I said, look, man, it is what it is, man. Word up, 88. This is my response. This is my response for the Drew Titan. This is my response for Drew Titan. Holy shit. Forget about it. But my dad says stay on your cause. The Godfather says stay on your purpose, because you waste time arguing with people. You waste time. It's a waste of time. And that's what they want, because they're not doing anything. Let me give you a real thing that I noticed yesterday. I was talking with one of the brothers, and, you know, I mean, I really don't care, you know. I'll name drop. I'll name drop right now. So well, my live ended yesterday, right? My numbers was kind of low, but it's cool. It's cool. My Sunday shows it's not as productive as my shows during the week, right? Because, you know, it's Sunday, people are doing shit. So I was talking to one of the brothers. The brother says, yo, Drew, this shit just came up, you know, Scotty's live right now. And I'm like, okay. He says, you know, because every now and again, somebody you're not sub to pops up on your algorithm. So he says, yo, how many we do today? I said the most we had in the building today was like 81 people. That was yesterday's live, like 81 people, which is cool. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope show. He said, yeah. But you know why? Check this out. You know why my numbers was low? I figured out why my numbers was low. I figured it out when I ended my live. You know why? Champ Side was on. He had 500 people in there. And Blue Blood was on. He had 500 people in there. When I ended my live, they were on for 2 hours. They were already up and running because of the Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia thing. So they went live. When that news came out, they went live. And I said, oh, okay, it makes sense. I'm not mad at that. Blue Blood and Champ Side? Listen. For those you motherfuckers doing content. If Champ Side and Blue Blood is on, don't go on. Don't even bother. Wait for one of them to finish. Don't even go on. But Sunday's my slot. You know, Blue and Champ, I don't check with them, you know, for what? You know, they just go. Right? And for them to be up, you know what I'm saying? For me to even have 80 people in my live, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Those are my brothers. So when my live ended, I pulled up 2 windows and I was going between Blue and Champ Side because that news had just broke with Ryan Garcia and Oscar told about he moving on. I wanted to hear what they had to say. So my man goes, this nigga Scotty's live. I said, oh yeah? He said, yeah. He's been on for like an hour. I said, oh yeah? He said, yeah. He says, yo, the nigga got like 11 people in there. I said, oh yeah? He said, yeah. You know who else was on, y'all? You know who else was on that had 189 people in their chat? Boxiana and Neek J. So let's see. I was on. I had about 81 people in there. I'm cool with that. Neek J and Boxiana came on like towards the end of my show. They had 189 people in there. Okay? Champ Side was on. He had over 500. Blue Blood was on. He had over 500. This bitch ass nigga that's always talking about people only had 11 niggas in this chat. When you stay on your purpose, nothing matters. World Combat Sports, Phenomenal Mexican. Now, am I in here talking bad about him? No. I'm just telling you something that happened yesterday that y'all wouldn't even notice. And I didn't notice because I'm not subbed to him. I unsubbed to him. I don't know what his problem is with me, and I'm cool with it. I'm cool. I ain't got to respond to him. I already won. And it showed yesterday. I had the least amount of people out of everyone I fuck with. I had the least amount of people in my life. And I was wondering, I said, damn, I ain't even crack 100 today. What the fuck happened? Oh, Blue and Champ side is on. I said, oh, okay. I have a, yo, Joseph, you crazy. I have an answer. I said, where the fuck was everybody today? Was it a holiday? No. My brothers was on. And they were on for 2 hours. It made sense. Neek J and Boxiana came on towards the end of my show, and they had 189 people in there. Matter of fact, the cats that was in my show, they left and went over there, which is, you know, what we do. And then on my man's algorithm, it popped up. He said, yeah, this nigga only got 11 people in there. I said, how long you been on? He said, he been on for like, it said 2 hours or some shit. He was on just as long as them. And nobody cares. So my question to y'all, why would I respond to him? Nigga did a 2-hour live stream about me with a bunch of fucked up information. I'm not going to go and correct him. I ain't got nothing to prove to anybody. So why would I, you understand? Black Vision, salute, King and Queen. So why would I respond to him? Because you know what? Those numbers was real yesterday. They were real. You see that? The other motherfucker, the Dominican fool that I had on here last year, the stalker, I heard he only got 54 subs. I said, wait a minute, it's almost been a year already. He's not even close to getting monetized. There aren't enough people that hate me enough that he can get monetized off of hating on me and going to other people's chats when they talking about me. When he was on my live, he said, you'll never grow doing what you do. I legitimately got about 1,200 subs since last year. Legitimately. Thank you, Anthony. It was probably 10 of those, like maybe 3 or 4 of those was accounts from him. I got 3 accounts. I'll tell y'all that. That's why when y'all make accounts, I tell y'all, let me know. So you get 3 subs from me. Drew Titan, Bear Cave Entertainment, and the Painful Excellence Podcast. Those are my 3 channels. Now, here's what's awesome. He told me I'll never grow. The motherfucker I heard he got 54 subs. I said, it's been a year already. He don't even have 100 subs yet? What the fuck? I thought more motherfuckers hated me than that. So why the fuck? He spent all year long going to different channels, bringing up my name, dragging my name. What has it done for him? Look at Queen. I got 46 subs and she has, you see what I'm saying? Now here's another thing. Bear Cave Entertainment has no content. I'm working on content now. That's my nerd channel. I have no content on that page, right? I have 164 subs right now with no content. And that page only been up for a couple of months, for a few months. Well, is that my original account? That might have been my original account. And I think this was my first original account. I think it's my first original account, and I changed the name. So the account has probably been on. Hold on, let me see something. This is me right here. Let me see something. I think this is my original account. Let's see something. Go to channel. Nope. December 17th of 2021. I basically just started this channel. And once I made it known, 164 subs. This fool that literally has my beef over his shoulder because it's that heavy. Huh. 54? I don't even know if that's true. I haven't gone on his channel, but someone told me he only got 54 subs. I'm like, it's been a year already, motherfucker. You haven't. I have 164. I don't have no content on there. That's the power of what we do. It's called support. So when you stay on your purpose, you stay on your cause. Why arguing with him? There's people that really don't give a fuck about him. They care about my boxing opinion. They care about this kind of conversation. They're gonna care about my nerd talk over there. Watch this, Joseph Townsend. You say you got how many subs? Let me go to your channel. Watch this. He has 15 subs now. All right, now watch this. Joseph Townsend now has 16 subs. See that? And let me make sure my other channel. Oh, he got 17 subs now. Just because. See that? We are so powerful. If I call 78 and Black and BFTB and we smash the gas and say, everyone, yo, we got to get Joseph to 500 subs. You know he'll be at 500 subs in like the end of the month. Now this bitch nigga, what do he call himself? Ed Cruz is his name. He lives in Brooklyn. So if he wanted to like fight me, we'd have been did it already. I'd have flipped him on his fucking head. But yeah, he got 18 now. Look at that. He'd have been better making friends with me and having a conversation with me. And by now, he probably would have been monetized. But he's pissed with me over a stupid ass misunderstanding. I ain't gotta explain myself to no fucking body. Nigga came into the game trolling. I said, nigga, you don't even know how none of this shit works. And you're here firing shots. But that's what you do at Black people. Uh-oh. It's a little inside joke. I don't know nothing about that. So I ain't got to fire back at them niggas. They probably watching now. They probably going to make a video. They probably going to do their worst. My shit is, how many you got? Let me see, Shower. Let me check. Shower got 45, right? Watch this. Now she got 46. Watch this, y'all. Now Shower got 47. Now Shower got 49. Look at that. See how easy it is? It's called support, man. It's called support. This is what we do. That's how we do it. I want everyone to shine. I want everyone to eat. I want everybody to eat if you choose to. No doubt, Black Vision. I'm putting together some plans, man. I'm doing some math. There's some things I'm gonna talk to 78 about. Yeah, let me make sure. I know I got Mansa Musa. Let me make sure. Yeah, I know I've been subbed. All right. That's one. Let me make sure. Two. It's easy work. Free joints. See? Come on now. Beautiful what we do here. And nobody else is doing it. So when you dealing with a motherfucker that be like, yo, fuck the LDBC, I'm doing this myself and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. When they go live, it's for themselves. They take their super chats and they do what you do with your super chats is entirely up to you. But I'm already thinking ahead. I'm buying new equipment. I'm helping people. You see what I'm saying? Jay Gibson, salute. Word up. Go subscribe to Mr. Shelton, goddammit. Do it. Motherfuckers be so mad that we united. They think we just sitting here and just, yeah, we the best. No, we actually doing shit. People come to us and ask for help and we help them. Fuck out of here. Niggas be over here trying to pocket watch. Oh my God, 78 must be taking on. You know how much money he make? Nothing. Fuck out of here, man. Hate is real, man. Fuck out of here, man. This is a community, y'all. This is a fucking community. And we're great at what we do. We're not good at what we do. We're great at what we do. And that's what makes people enraged. Enraged. There you go. Black Vision, you just got 3 new subs. I didn't even realize I wasn't subbed to you, but now you got 3 new subs. Where else can you get this from? Where else can you get this support from? Can you go to any one of those hated channels and do the same shit? And they got 40 fucking haters. They got 40 fucking haters. Just talking shit. Fuck the LDBC. Fuck the LDBC. Fuck the LDBC. No, thank you, Black Vision. Thank you and your husband. Thank you and your husband. Mansa Musa, thank you. Mr. Shelton, thank you. Kane, love is the word. Shower. My brother Joseph. Queen. Shauna, all of you. Philip D. 88 Sports Talk. Phenomenal Mexican. Anthony Bolton. Alfred. And Jeff Spark. Paul Carrick. And I really, Young Hollywood, all of you. If I really mean it. If I miss you guys, just know that I love you. Because this is what we're supposed to be doing here. And as our community grew, I got more calm. I got way more calm. Because I'm like, wait a minute. We're getting all of this attention because of our association with each other. And that means everything. And when you're on the shun, what up, man? And when you're on the side of righteousness, nothing else matters. And I know y'all not, a lot of y'all are not, depending on what your religion is, focus on the actions of Jesus, whether you believe or not. If it's the best story you've ever heard, just believe it. Just listen to the story. Listen to the story. The niggas that hated on him, he prayed for them. Think about that. I looked at that and I said, Eric H., salute. And I said, man, I ain't praying for somebody that's trying to kill me. But then and then you get older, like I understand getting wise when you get older. I'm like, you know what? Jesus was like, these niggas are gonna do what they're gonna do, man. But I'm not gonna get out my character. Because whether I'm going or not, everyone's gonna see that they fucked up. Now, whether you believe he's gonna resurrect or not, that's entirely up to you. I ain't gonna call you crazy. There's a lot of shit happening in this world that I can't understand. There's a lot of shit that I've seen that y'all can't explain. And I 78 did a show with Supreme Beast Boxing, And I really wanted to get on that show because there's a few things that happened in my life that I'm like, what the fuck was that? That's unexplainable. And I'm talking like on some supernatural shit, but I don't want to scare y'all. But oh yeah. I was on Ego's channel. That was a long time ago. And salute to Ego. That's another brother of mine. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, he didn't get out his character. And look, whether he was real or not, whether you believe it or not, he's well known. You understand? You understand? Is this making sense? He prayed for the motherfuckers nailing him to the cross. And am I saying I'm Jesus? Hell no. Nope. Sometimes I walk into a church, I'm surprised I don't burst into flames. But what I'm saying is, man, you know, sometimes you gotta, I do feel old. Definitely. It's past my bedtime too. Sometimes you just gotta let shit go. You definitely gotta just let shit rock. Be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Fuck it. It's gonna fall where it's gonna fall. The worst thing I ever seen in this space was what these fucking haters tried to do to my brother BFTB. That was the worst thing I ever seen. That was the worst thing I ever seen. I mean, literally, I got on my computer. I'm gonna tell you how it happened on my end. I got on my computer, and out here, he used to come on at 5. And I looked on my phone, and I ain't see him. And I went to the channel, and it was his channel, but all the videos was blacked out. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on with my YouTube? I reset my phone twice. And it wasn't the YouTube, it was the channel. I said, what the fuck's wrong with the channel? And the notification came on that he was live, but he was on, it came over that Fanon was live. And I go over there, and BFTB's there. Talking boxing. I'm like, I wonder what the fuck happened. But his demeanor was, he seemed down. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I listened to the show, and I said, yo, what the fuck's going on, bro? So I said, I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna call him, right? There was another dude, and Mr. Shelton knows who I'm talking about. There was another dude that used to be around us a lot. And this is when the LDBC was in its infancy. The nigga texts me all of this documentation about him with his government name and everything else. And I'm like, what is this? I didn't even read it. I text him. I said, what are you sending me, homie? And he texts how he types. Fuck nigga this, fuck nigga that, this fuck nigga this, fuck. And I couldn't get, you got to speak some kind of English. So I said, I ain't even gonna read it yet. So I had the phone in my hand. I'm like, should I call this nigga? What's going on? Then, trying to remember what happened. Oh, the nigga that texts me, he goes live. Nigga does a 4-hour stream putting out his business. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? So now I'm calling the nigga, and now he don't want to answer the phone. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Yes, Mr. Shelton, that guy, that kid. And it was unfortunate. Because I honestly think that all that kid needed was a fucking hug. Because when I did talk to him over the phone, all he was talking about how he ain't got no friends. I'm like, yo, relax, dogs. We here. If somebody don't answer the phone right away, you know we are family men. We got jobs and shit. Just because we don't answer the phone right away, that don't mean we think any less of you, but relax. There was a lot of weeding out we had to do. Y'all have no idea. That's what I'm saying. People think they know what we went through. When you're organizing something, there's a lot of people you got to like weed out. And there was a lot of things in between that I'm not going to get into, but we had a rough way to go. And the fact that we've grown exponentially, that's a blessing in itself. So he does a 4-hour live, and I was like enraged, man. And then BF calls me. And I said, bro, give it to me, man. I'm here to listen. He told me his whole side of the story. And at that time, BF had about maybe 2,500 subs. And BF was BF, man. The way he is now was the way he was back then. That's how his channel got popping. I mean, he was like going at niggas that was coming at him. And when some troll leaked out that information, you would think that would have been the end of him. But I let him know. I said, bro, man, I believe what you're telling me, because he showed me the documentations and pointed out the lies and how the military did some fuck shit to him. And I believe him, because a lot of people in the military will tell you, man, it's not all peaches and cream. They're still racist as fuck in there. They'll tell you that. And I was like, fuck, man. I said, well, bro, man, I'm with you, bro. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't even monetized when that happened, but I said, yeah, I don't give a fuck. You good with me. I'm good. And this dude did a 4-hour live stream, and then BF got his channel back, and he told the story. He told the whole story. It took him about 4 hours, but everyone was listening. And you know what happened? There were a couple of guys that he would go back and forth with that were military, as it turns out, that hit him up, was like, yo, bro, I don't agree with anything you say on boxing, but that was some bullshit the military put you through. And they believed them. I'm not even gonna say who they were, but there's some guys in this chat right now with wrenches. They didn't start off as friends. And I look at them sometimes and I be like, yo, damn, I was here when he used to go back and forth with this nigga. And I never knew he was military. You understand? So that shit that Scotty did, by trying to resurrect that shit was old news. Been there, done that. And I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got his channel back, right? And he went from about 2,500 subs, and within a month, he was like at 4,000. Now BFTB is almost at 10,000. From the mud, no tricks. When I say tricks, I mean, you could buy your monetization, right? I ain't got to get into that shit. But who the fuck cares, man? Thank you, Queen. See? She's from the military, so she knows. They tried to shaft the brother. And that's what I was saying to that young buck. I said, bro, you being a black man, you got some nerve, man. And the last words I had for that brother was, it was right when COVID started. And the last thing I told that kid, he called me. He said, yo, man, what's going on out there in New York, man? Y'all dropping like flies. I said, yeah, it's serious, but I had got injured, so I wasn't at work. When COVID happened, my coworkers were dropping dead, people in the hospital. And I said, look, I'm safe, man. We good. You good? You stay safe, keep the kids safe, wear a mask, clean your shit. And you know what I told that brother? The last thing I said to him over the phone was, I said, yo, bro, stay up. I love you, bro. Even after all he did, there was a little pause. He's like, yo, I love you too, bro. And that was the last words I said to him. Sometimes niggas need to hear it, because you know what? In his heart of hearts, he felt like no one loved him. And you can tell by listening to how he talk. So that's why I ain't got to go back and forth with him. I never got in the middle of anything. But I do recall texting him, bro, why are you doing this? Don't do this to him. You don't know the whole story. But because he had a chip on his shoulder, and there was a lot of dudes that took that side. I mean, there was like about 15 dudes that took that side. And they're not around anymore. And I know that those dudes, looking back now, is like, yo, shit, I'm on the wrong side of history. Because since then, BFTB's channel grown. I grown. Some people went their own ways. Some people that were YouTubing, they had to stop due to reasons that they were involved in, and but we here now. And I'm cool. It's called social media. I didn't get on here to make enemies, man. And if you don't like me because of my big forehead or my muscles or whatever your problem is with me, or the fact that I had a conversation with Sugar Hill and it didn't go well for him, that's your problem. Good luck. Time reveals all truth, and the lie's nothing but a long way to the truth. And all these people reveal themselves. All I know is that everyone that's talked about me, nothing's happened to me, and it didn't net them any dividends. That fool that I had on my channel, from what I understand, he's not even at 70 subs. Scotty, good luck to him. Why my channel has grown over 3,000 since all the bullshit started. I've gotten 3,000 more subs since the Sugar Hill shit. And last I checked, when I met him, he was at 9,000. Why hasn't he cracked 10 yet? I don't know. Maybe he is. I don't know. But if he had steady, consistent growth, he'd have grown like me and BFTB and everybody else. Trill Will came on the scene. We helped him get monetized. His first channel got fucked off. He got back in the saddle, and he's monetized again. That's what we do. Oh, I know Shelton. I know what he did. Which is why he went live yesterday. I had about 80 people. Queens of the Ring had 189. Champs had over 500. Blue had over 500. This nigga live, he had 11 people. But you got 10,000 subs. It don't make sense. And again, see, I'm still not talking bad about him. All I'm pointing out to you is that you don't have to respond. Stay on your purpose. All of you in the chat, that's my association. Relationships are reflective. You are what you picked. You are what you pick. You go to the hater channels, look at the chat and read all the hate. Look at all the people screaming and typing in caps and laughing at people's misfortune or what they think is misfortune and trying to roast people. And you trust me, nobody in those chats could roast me. Nobody. You know what my response to them is? Go get your girl, sit her down in the camera, turn your camera on, go get your girl. And I'll take my shirt off. And then ask her, would she fuck me? And the moment she stutters, it's a yes. You can't roast me. Can't. Oh, shower, I'm about that life. None of those niggas talking about me could roast me, especially if you're talking behind a pulsating letter. You cannot roast me. Because 90% of the motherfuckers don't even turn their camera on. And when they do turn their camera on, how do they look? Are any of them handsome like me? Go ahead, tell the truth. Talking to the ladies. Anyone you've seen trying to roast anybody from the LDBC, have you seen them? You can't roast me. You can't. I'm taller than all of them. So right there, you look. I'm 6'2". What the fuck? What could you say to me? So that's why I don't have to respond. I know that. I'm 6'2". I got a big dick and a six-pack. What could you tell me? What could you tell me? And my channel's popping. I get more people in my fucking chat. This is my second channel. We're about to get monetized soon. There's 53 people in here. It's 1:13 in the morning. I have more people in here. We just shooting the shit than the haters have when they talking boxing, and we could be talking about the same shit. Go figure. Now, I'm sure there's some haters gonna screenshot this and tweet. That's hate. I embrace it. What are you gonna do? Because I'm working here. And when they do that, they prove my point. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. I'm very careful about who I work with. Some relationships don't exist anymore. Most are. And I've been doing quite fine because I am an excellent judge of character. I'm still learning, but I've gotten better at it with each passing moment. Stop me when I'm lying. Fuck, I know I look good. Am I lying? I could pull a woman my age and older, but trust and believe there's a lot of girls that get on my bus or when I'm just walking around, I'm like, yo, get out of here. My children are fucking your age. I will ruin your life. Get out of here. What are you doing? Age ain't nothing but a number. Where's your father? Get out of here. Fuck you doing? I'm that dude. But I don't like to get like that. Always stay on your purpose. I just have to point that out a lot. I am who I am, but trust me, imagine who I could be. I could be just as ratchet and dirty as everybody else, but where would that get me? Because the moment I stop being that, people ain't gonna be here. People show up for the bullshit. People show up for the bullshit. I don't bullshit here. This is grown folk talk. And I'm not here to roast anybody or even talk bad about anybody. I pointed out some situations as a point of information. Often people behind the scenes say, yo, you should respond. Nope. Y'all would be amazed at the shit that I didn't know I was that popular, man. I really didn't. That fool, outlaw pugilist in the UK, he got a whole video about me. I listened to that shit. I said, yo, this dude really stood up on that shit and lied. He said we had a conversation. You know, I never talked to that nigga a day in my life. I said, does he mean me for real? Mo Boxing was like, yo, he said that, yo, when the fuck did we speak? He lied. Whatever audience he has, he fucking lied. Now he was blocked. He was blocked on my channel. But you know how I block people? If I'm somewhere else, and D-Man, what up? You won't see me. But if I'm listening to somebody, like let's say I'm listening to Blue Blood, and he's responding to somebody in the chat, and he says, oh, goodbye. You know what I do? I click on that name, I go to their channel, and if Blue tells you goodbye, you're not coming to my channel. So I will go to your page and block you from your page so you could be on week number 5 on the last hour, and I will block your ass. And you be like, hey, I thought my 6 weeks was up. No, I blocked you 3 weeks ago on Blue Blood shit. You won't even know it. I do it all the time. I'm like, who's this in the chat talking shit? When they're on 78's channel and they talking and 78 has to block them, that's your opportunity. What I do is I go to their channel, like, yeah, okay, before he gets to me, block. So he was blocked. But I never been in a chat with him when we was going back and forth. I've never been on a panel with him when we've spoken. Never. I had to ask, I think I asked Mo, I said, was I on a panel with you? And we spoke or something? I don't recall being on a panel with Mo where I had it out with anybody. I don't recall. And he don't recall. I said, I don't know. Who is this guy? You probably watching right now. The invite is still open because I unblocked you. But you were blocked. which means he was doing something stupid on someone else's channel, and I blocked him from there. I never had a conversation with the dude, but for some reason, y'all know the example I give, like when you're going out for your daily run, and then that one day someone blows past you, and they're like, "I finally beat you." He's like, "I didn't know we was in the race." That's him. The dude was on the video like we actually had a fucking conversation, and then I ducked him in a debate. This nigga was really, you want to talk about cloud chasing? I said, no, this is kind of like creepy. And I asked Mo, I said, is he a little kid? He said, no, he's 40 years old. Talking like that? In competition with me? I don't know the nigga, but fine. I unblocked him, and I said, come to my channel, let's talk. He told Mo Boxing, oh, he said he'll talk to you on Instagram Live. Nope, no, you will not. Because you got 9,000 subs, but I'm still the A side. Devin Tank, you're gonna come to my live, and we're gonna have a conversation. Black man, I'm still waiting, and I know you're watching, so I'm still waiting. I got questions, my man. You know how I do. You're not blocked, dude. So hopefully you're waiting your 6 weeks. Come on back. I got questions, but you don't have to wait. Get in touch with Mo Boxing and let him know when you're coming up. Let me tell you something, man. I could clearly do what BFTB does. I just choose not to. I just choose not to. But this is the type of time we're on. Yeah, no doubt, Sean. That dude, all that shit he was talking. I was actually in Vegas. I was in Vegas. I called Fred. I said, "Where your boy at?" But Fred refused to give me his. I ain't gonna get into it because Fred know what time it was. I was not joking. That was Wilder Fury 3. I said, "You talking? You live in Vegas? Okay?" And I popped up out there, and I said, "Where your man at?" Mayweather Gym is right up the way. I'm not big for no reason. I should say that. Safe to say nothing happened. So, whatever, man. But anyway, this has been a good show. Relationships are reflective. You are what you pick. You're responsible for the company you keep. You have control over it. Whether it's a romantic relationship or friendships, even with family, you are what you pick. All right? We're all adults here. You ain't got to be around certain things. You do have a choice. Man, salute to y'all. I got to get out of here because I got to get up early. I'm pushing my show back a half hour. I'll be on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. And just remember, man, we're in control of our own destiny. It sounds corny, but it is what it is, man. We'll be back here Wednesday, man. I'll catch you on the rebound. Love y'all.